everybody, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to have a look at the start of October, the weather for the start of October in today's video. I think it's going to try and settle down a little bit for the start of October, but whether it ever really manages it, I'm not sure, because I think low pressure will probably continue to have an influence in some form or another through that first week of October, and beyond that things may deteriorate further, and it could in fact turn into quite an unsettled month. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, before I get on with the video, I just want to talk about the advertising. There'll usually be a video ad overlay my web videos at gazwebbiz.com. Please play those video ads. You will be supporting gazwebbiz.com by doing that. So we're going to start off with the 500mm height anomaly charts, as we usually do for these 8 to 10 day videos. We've got the ECMWF here on the left, GFS on the right. This is the mean flow with the isobars here indicating where the jet streams are likely to be. So we've got the ECMWF on the left there, and we can see that for 8 to 10 days time, which is taking us into the first week of October, we've got this trough, quite a weak trough, but a trough over the British Isles, and we're bringing the lines here through the British Isles. So yeah, the jet stream, whilst not particularly strong, is tracking through the British Isles. So we've probably got a ridge of high pressure underneath this trough here across particularly France and Spain. That will ridge into southern parts of the country at times, but this trough is enough to just keep it on the changeable side, really, through the coming period. And the jet stream running through the country again does indicate that we probably keep the weather quite changeable. The GFS is even more changeable, really. We've got the a stronger jet stream here running across the country. The lines are closer together, so the jet stream is stronger. And the trough is a bit deeper as well to the north of Scotland, the north and the east of Scotland. So that's probably a little bit more unsettled, but even so, we're probably ridging some ridges into the south of the country at times, although they may be rather on the weak side. Now you have a look at the GFS temperature ensembles. This is for Manchester, this is for the upper atmosphere, but it's a good reflection of what's happening on the surface. We can see that for the rest of September, really, we're below average. This is the 1st of October here, this line just here, and for the rest of September, the temperature lines are running below the seasonal average. The red line there, thick red line, is the seasonal normal. Now beyond this, the temperatures do pick up a little bit. We go back up towards the seasonal average, although maybe a bit of a dip again occurring around the 2nd, say the 5th of October. But there's nothing really to suggest anything particularly warm coming up in the next couple of weeks. And these precipitation spikes here on the bottom of the chart do indicate that the weather will probably be staying changeable. There's the 1st of October, the precipitation spikes are around there, and they carry on then through towards the end of the first week of October. Actually, there's the 7th. The precipitation spikes are still there, so it probably never really settles down, as I say, through that first week of October, though it will try, I think, at times, particularly for the south. So this is the temperature anomaly for the next week from the GFS. This is just to show that for the rest of September into the start of October, temperatures are going to be running below the seasonal average, with 2 Celsius below average here from the 25th of September to the 2nd of October. And for precipitation, I think we're looking at near normal precipitation here, a little bit wetter than average in the northwest, but nothing really here to suggest that there's anything particularly dry coming up in the next week at least. So just having a quick look at the charts, the generic charts from the models. We've got low pressure here up to the north of Scotland on the 2nd of October. This is a week's time, Tuesday the 2nd. We'll bring this westerly flow through across the country. Ridge is trying to build here to the south, but I think it's all rather transient, really. The flow is off the Atlantic, and by the time we get through to 10 days out, Friday the 5th of October, we've got quite a deep area of low pressure there to the north of Scotland. That might be a bit overdone, but it just indicates really that for that first week of October, although pressure will be trying to ridge in from the south, we can see the ridges here to the south, although pressure will be trying to ridge in from the south, low pressure to the north of Scotland will probably always have an influence and keep the north particularly on the unsettled side. And as we go through beyond that to Sunday the 7th, we're ridging this high pressure in again, but the flow is still off the Atlantic. So the ECMWF in 10 days time, 2nd of October, we've got this low pressure again coming in off the Atlantic. The flow is westerly again. We're trying to reach high pressure into the south of the country. But this low pressure always has an influence to the north of Scotland. And then as we go through to the 5th of October, this is a bit different because the low pressure clearing out in Scandinavia. We're probably building a bit of a stronger ridge here in across the country, so that could settle things down a little bit more towards the end of the first week. But bring down a northerly flow, so this is quite cold. If this was to come off, we would probably be looking at some early frosts. And as we just have a look at the Canadian model again, we've got the ridge here in the south on Tuesday the 2nd, a week's time, but the flow is still off the Atlantic, and once we get through to 10 days out, Friday the 5th of October, low pressure really is dominating weather. I'm not sure about this. This indicates actually some southerly tracking lows coming in. This will be very unsettled. I'm not sure about that. The Canadian model is often quite different to the other models with the way it evolves, but nevertheless it's just an indication that even though pressure will try to ridge in from the south, it never really happens through the first week of October, and we keep it changeable, if not desperately unsettled. I don't think it's going to be a washout through the first week of October. Southern areas in particular will have some drier and probably a little bit warmer weather as well, but I think we'll always keep an Atlantic influence. We'll always keep it rather changeable, particularly in the north through that first week of October. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching the video, and come back tomorrow. We'll be doing the 5-day forecast, a detailed 5-day forecast, so come back for that. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching.